Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lost on the Couch. I'm David.
I'm Audrey.
Oh, I'm Zola.
Hassan.
If you don't know our names by now, yeah. Like, oh.
We're on season 2. You know our names.
Yeah, you know our names. So we're gonna, get right to it. Last episode was a Michael episode, and we got to see a wonderful
more
flashback.
of what happened.
And we saw a little bit extra of the hatch. Yeah, and we got to see Locke's perspective. We got to see him type in the numbers into this computer, which reset a timer on the wall. That's all we saw. Really extra. Plus, Kate found food.
Chocolate bars.
Apollo bars, not Pollo bars.
Apollo?
Apollo.
Then we took a How I Met Your Mother break to watch Hurley.
Yeah, we watched
AKA
Hurley.
The Blitz.
Hurley is like...
the opposite of...
Like, everyone, shout out a random number. He comes in. 4, 8, 15, 16, 20. Great,
so funny.
Great stuff. Yes, so we are here to watch a great episode. It's called Orientation.
The orientation to the others.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
theory.
what I was thinking. I was like, what?
Or
It's like
maybe-
freshman orientation, but not college with creepy people.
Maybe it's an orientation to the others. Yeah, who do you hope it's about? If it's
Desmond.
Desmond. Okay.
Ooh.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Because then we could know why he's there.
Well, I don't think there's too much
I feel like
to
we
discuss.
might see what happened to Jin, but
How did he get captured? That's a good question.
I know.
Yeah. All right, shall we get into it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Whoa! Whoa! Why are they so strong?
Well, they have the prison system.
Or just a dungeon.
Where's my boy?
She stole $30, and I want it back.
Something you want to say? No.
I just don't think $30 is worth getting angry about.
Francine feels like $30.
Francine feels a little too much, you ask me. I never even knew who my parents were. She told me I was special, and through her, I met my real father. He pretended to love me just long enough to steal my kidney. You want your damn $30 back? I want my kidney back.
Sometimes group therapy isn't for everyone.
You know, if you get kidney cancer, you've only got one.
That's funny.
Guess you won't be coming back next week.
No, not likely.
It's too bad. I like bald guys.
I'm not bald.
I can wait. I'm Helen, by the way.
I'm John.
Wait, Helen. That was the phone call, girl.
Where's Kate?
I wouldn't come out of the duct if I didn't know where I was. Is that a gun? Oh. She picked the biggest one, too.
It's okay.
No, don't shoot him. Oh, no.
What did you do? We're open to die.
Okay, she's old.
Freaking Kate!
Okay, so now that Boone's dead, you have to pick on somebody else.
I was expecting you to say something to him, to be like, drop the gun to him.
If you do not let me up, we are gonna die.
I swear to God! Look at the wall! That's a timer that's counting down! I've got to enter the code, I've got to push the button!
Or what? Jack, you should let him up.
Don't tell me what to do!
Jack.
Or what? Can I do you?
Yes. Oh, now he can fix computers.
Bastard. What? Nothing, Jack.
He's seeing him as a man of faith.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. I just have trouble sleeping in a strange bed. It has nothing to do with you, Helen, I promise. I really like you.
Uh-oh.
Morning. Jen, I know you like to park outside my house.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was funny. Now it's just annoying. So how about you tell me what the hell it is you want?
My kidney.
Why? There is no why. You needed a father figure and I needed a kidney. And that's what happened. You're not wanted.
Wow.
Saeed can fix a computer.
Get him.
Yeah, that hasn't been open for a while.
You're gonna tell me what's going on.
You're gonna tell me how you got here.
It was 3 years ago. I was on a solar racer on the world. My boat crashed into the reef and then Kelvin came. He brings me down here. First thing he does, because there's people already, he types in the code, he pushes the button and it stops. Just saving the world, he says.
Saving the world.
Then Kelvin died, and now here I am all alone. The end.
How did Kelvin die?
This is crazy. You think that makes sense, pushing a button? You're gonna take his word for it. His word is all we have, Jack.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have to lose?
Watch the film. Top shelf, behind ton of the screw.
I said watch the film.
Watch the film.
Has the same logo. Orientation. Orientation of how to save the world.
About time things are finally returning to normalness.
Sorry!
Oh, crap.
We need your help.
He's gonna see the hatch and be like, I'm not going down there.
Did you see Walt? The others? How many? Guys, Moon, that is blindfolded. Push me up. They're trying to get us out of here.
They tied
They
it
gotta
up.
weigh you down or something.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, someone's gonna get there. Oh, creepy. Is that Kate?
She dead?
Oh, it's the girl from that was drinking with Jack.
The girl with Jack. She was on the tail end.
Alright, gotta listen.
I understand what he's saying. It's insane. It's impossible. Why is it insane?
Oh my god.
Because the last time I saw the computer that was going to save the world, it didn't look like that. Is the reason you're so upset because he said he recognized you? Because that would be impossible.
That's a 3 of 5.
3 of 6.
The swan.
I'm Dr. Marvin Candle. This is the orientation film for Station 3. The Dharma Initiative was created in 1970. Gerald
70s.
and Karen de Groot, two doctoral candidates at the University of Michigan, pursue research in meteorology, psychology, parapsychology, zoology, electromagnetism, and utopian social inclusive Danish industrialist and Alvar Hansen, whose financial backing made their dream a reality. Station 3 was originally constructed as a laboratory, unique electromagnetic fluctuations emanating from this sector of the island. There was an incident, and since that time, the following protocol has been observed. From the moment the alarm sounds, you will have 4 minutes to enter the code into the microcomputer processor. It is highly recommended that you take alternating shifts. Most important, that when the alarm sounds, the code be entered correctly, and do not attempt to use the computer for anything. Congratulations. On behalf of the De Groots, Alvar Hanso, thank you. Namaste. Good luck.
Still doesn't like explain everything though.
We're gonna need to watch that again.
Why?
It's a present. It's been 6 months. Only cost me $1. It's to my place. Thought you might be tired of knocking. There's just one condition though, John. When you stay over, you stay over. I followed you last night. Is it your father's house?
Why would you follow me? Why would you do that?
You sneak off in the middle of the night. I wasted 20 years of my life being angry. I couldn't do it alone. I needed to find help. You help me, John. You just have to promise me that you're not going to go to that place anymore.
All right.
Walk with a girlfriend. Wow. Weird.
You're going to watch that again.
Aren't you?
No, John, I'm not.
I just love their differences. It's just so
know.
funny.
I think Jack is being unreasonable.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Who are you?
We crashed. We were on a plane.
Flight 815?
You're right. You were in the back? Broke off midair. How did you...
I don't know.
You've been out here by yourself all this time.
Making my way, hoping to find somebody. Yesterday, they found me.
Who are they?
You tell me.
They took my son.
Sorry.
She's been by
Let me see it.
herself.
Sawyer, quiet Korean guy's chair. We're about to be the best thing that ever happened to you. How is it that you didn't know about the crash?
I push this button every 108 minutes. I don't get out much.
It says quarantine on the inside of the hatch. Do you ever think that maybe they put you down here to push a button every 100 minutes just to see if you would? An experiment.
Every single day. And for all our sakes, I hope it's not real. But every time I walk past that concrete wall out there, my feelings hurt.
What did he say?
My feelings hurt.
Oh.
What happened?
Fried.
It's over.
What do you mean it's over? Are you leaving?
Saeed is coming. He knows. Give him my best.
Give him my best.
Where are you going? As far as I can run, brother.
This isn't what was supposed to happen.
What was supposed to happen, Locke?
What's supposed to happen? Please, you're on your own.
What? Why wouldn't he leave?
Maybe because he feels like it's his.
What am I supposed to do?
So confused. confusing. No.
Helen, hey, Helen.
What was that gonna solve?
I know why you're here. Why you keep coming here. You're scared of moving forward. You're gonna have to choose him or me.
No, it's not that simple.
Yes, it is.
I don't know how.
It's why it's called a leap of faith, John. You don't have to be alone. John.
What is this place? I need your help.
It's a breaker box. There has to be one. Follow the conduit lines.
What's a conduit line?
These tubes.
He's gonna see the food. Hurley, come back for it.
Did you find it?
Depends on what you mean by it.
Where'd you get that gun anyway?
What? It was a federal marshal.
So what, you just happened to have his gun?
Yeah,
We already went through all this on the other side.
How come you didn't use it when they grabbed you?
Gosh, I guess I was too busy getting hit in the face with a club.
What the heck?
Coming out!
What?
What?
Oh, are they all from the tail end of the plane?
They don't have Jack, so maybe they all just went savage. When I saw them, what they were wearing, I was like, they look like they've been recently there.
Stop! If by some miracle you manage to get that computer working again, you got your end of the code. Again, 4, 8, 15...
Shut up!
Sorry?
Nothing is going to happen. And you push a button on faith alone. Nothing is going to happen!
In about 15 minutes, you're either going to be very right or very wrong, brother. But I'm not...
Why are you running? You don't even know what you're running from!
Is Jack having a nervous breakdown?
Yeah, definitely.
Running. I know you. You're a doctor, right? You said you failed her. That was you. Is she okay? It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't matter. How can you say it doesn't?
I married her!
You're not married anymore then?
What a weird interaction.
See you in another life, yeah?
Hopefully not again.
Is he gonna remember it was the same numbers that Hurley told him about?
He didn't tell him the numbers.
Can you fix it? Don't you need to know why?
I'm sure you'll tell me why once I've done so.
Oh, what's that? So he's working on it.
Gonna turn on.
It's on. 4, 8. Wait a minute. 16.
Dude, I'm serious. Stop.
Hugo, this is not the time or the place.
Yeah, well, I think it is.
32.
Forget it. Go ahead, do your thing.
Because he got it wrong?
It's not 32.
48. What is
42.
the number? 42. This is all Hurley's dream. The whole series. The whole thing.
You do it, Jack.
Oh my god. Locke is power tripping.
You have to do it.
I think he's on a hunch.
You do it yourself, John.
This argument is irrelevant.
It's not real, then what are you doing here, Jack? Why did you come back? Why do you find it so hard to believe?
Why do you find it so easy?
It's never been easy!
Everyone watching this fight as it slowly
Hurley's
counts
like, yeah, don't
Kate's like,
press it.
It's a button.
I can't do this alone, Jack.
Oh my god.
It's a leap of faith, Jack.
I like how the rest of them are like, so...
I know
you gonna
Saeed
do?
is.
Hopefully the execute button's broken.
Do it. Do it.
It's funny, a part of me really wants to see what happens.
I know. I know.
Runs out.
Hurley seemed to think that they shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I know, because he
But
thinks
he
they're
hates the
using
numbers,
the numbers.
yeah.
I'll take the first shift.
Dude, they should have Hurley do a shift. I wonder what
I want to know if, what's Desmond?
Where'd he
that was
go?
it. Yeah, do you think that he'll think that,
They didn't get it.
yeah, and then nothing happened?
That's a
Surely
good
he'll
question.
come back, right? Like, you know, he's not dead and it's been past 15 minutes.
I really want them to give Hurley a shift and see what happens.
See if he decides to just not do it.
Yeah.
So
that would
someone's
be
got to
fun.
press that code now every 2 hours?
I guess so.
It's like hour and a half, a little over
Yeah.
an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. So let's talk about that. So you guys are
That's
being
wild.
very vocal about just like this whole rivalry between Jack and
Oh
Locke.
god, it was so annoying.
What was annoying?
I was, it was just annoying.
Like petty kind of
Yeah,
annoying?
like it was really like.
Well, what do you think he should have done?
Like Locke could have just
Who?
done it himself. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
looked at Jack and he's like, "We have to do it
Yes.
together."
Yeah, Locke's trying to help. I feel like the Helen thing was like a foreshadowing of like
People-
Locke thinking that he's helping everyone else on the island.
Mhm.
Like he finally got faith, and so now he's like trying. Like throughout the series, he's helped everyone else get faith. But I feel like Locke has had a lot of moments that like kind of like proved his faith. Whereas, like, a lot of the other people haven't experienced that. Like, him walking, him opening the hatch. Just, like, everything he's kind of set his mind to
Has kind of happened.
has happened because he's had faith.
But has it really been because of his faith?
I don't think
Or
so.
has it just been just, like, circumstance?
I don't know.
Dude, I am so lost.
I was waiting for someone to say that in this
Good
show.
one.
They just let that guy run? Or he's
Desmond?
just like, see you in another life. Like
Yeah.
some
Well, what are
Christmas
you going to
elf.
do?
Well, Jack,
Well,
Jack,
what'd you
Jack
do?
pointed a gun at him.
shoot his leg. Be like, no, you can't leave.
Why? Why would you not want him to leave?
Well, don't you want to know how he got there?
Well,
Who the hell's
yeah.
Calvin? How did he die?
I
What's
feel
the
like he'll come
medicine he
back
has in his
now.
bag?
I feel like he'll come back now.
Desmond?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be reintroduced?
Oh, I'm not saying anything, but Audrey
Say
was saying
something,
that.
damn
Audrey
it.
was saying that
He's
come
going to
back.
come back because the island didn't explode like he thought. And so you know his curiosity is going to lead him back.
Will
To
the
see
island
if-
explode though? If
Nobody
Well, it
knows.
didn't really say that.
But he
Let's-
said, I'm going to get as far away as I can in
yeah,
the time that I have.
maybe they're not stranded on an island. Maybe they're connected to a continent.
Well, remember in the movie, it kind of addressed.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So the documentary kind of said how that guy helped them create a lab where they could experiment and do all of these things. You know?
With magnets.
No, but like like a bunch of different types of.
Yeah.
You know?
Experiments. Yeah.
And he made it happen for them.
Psychology.
Yeah, so it kind of is similar
It
to
could
our
be a psychology, like...
experiment. Like it literally reminds me of the experiment with like the dogs and like you know like some of the classical conditioning and some of
Yes.
those other experiments. It does kind
Yeah.
of remind you of that. But it's interesting how they said that the island was something that I think it kind of adds to the theory of the island being like man-made, right?
Yeah.
So that they could do their experiments on it.
Or maybe
Well-
all of those people are like stranded people, and there's like the scientists put in an element of uncertainty to see how everyone reacts, and it just ended up pitting everyone against each other.
So like a psychological thing, kind of.
But the island security system is like what turned everyone against each other.
It still doesn't explain the animals. I mean, I guess it could, like, it's a science research
You saw
thing,
some
but-
polar bears
Yeah.
in that film.
I know. Did you hear me? I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I heard you. Yeah.
polar bears.
One of the things, real quick, to mention that was said in that film
Where do we see the
was
polar
that
bears?
this
There's a
station,
film.
this station was what number?
Oh,
Number 3?
Number 3 of 6, and it was called the
Swan.
Swan. And he said that it was built to study electromagnetism
Mhm.
that emanates from this sector of the island.
Yeah.
He said not long after the experiments began,
Something went wrong.
there was an incident,
Yeah.
and since that time,
And he didn't say what the incident was.
no.
And he
since
didn't say why you need to press it. He just said
he just
you
said
needed
since
to.
that time, this protocol must be.
Yeah, but he
implemented.
didn't say why. He didn't say what the incident was. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
he didn't answer anything.
It kind of seemed like the video cut off though. in
That's
that
true.
moment.
It felt like there was a gap.
Yeah.
Like between,
He said, I can tell you if you want to know.
yeah, it like cut off his
He
words
said-
even.
Do not attempt to use the computer for any.
Yeah,
And,
and
then
then
it
it
cut
said,
off and was like,
and
thank you.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I think he was gonna say any homework.
what?
Use your own personal
anything
laptops
else?
for homework.
I don't know. I also want to know where Ana
Where?
Lucia came from, and if she's working with the others, or if those are just other plane people.
Impossible. They must be a group of survivors because she was on the flight with Jack. Remember?
She
She was
was.
having a drink with him.
I know.
But it could
But
be
I'm
that
saying,
she was
is
captured
she working
and
with
was
the others,
working.
or the others just people from the flight?
No, I think they're just people from the flight
I
that
think
she
so,
survived
too.
with.
Maybe.
So much.
But the thing is like, do you think that they've met Danielle Rousseau?
No, I don't think so. I think she would have said something.
I don't know. What if Daniel Russo's like the orchestrator of all of this?
What I'm just wondering is if they don't know what the others are, then why do they have any reason to be suspicious when Sawyer said we're from the same flight?
Oh,
That's a good point.
Like,
She's
why?
still, like,
why
was
did they have
why
putting
wouldn't
together-
she?
systems and
Yeah,
stuff?
why wouldn't she be like, "Oh my God, this is so
Survivors.
amazing! You're survivors! I can't believe we're on the same
Yeah, her
flight."
reaction
Instead,
was
she was
weird.
like, "Give me your gun. Now I'm gonna go back up and lock you back in here." Like, so they must have had a bad experience with something or someone, right? Like maybe those guys who captured
Because those guys had
Walt
guns too.
came around them. I feel like there would
Did
be
they have guns, Hassan?
I mean, they shot
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Oh, the
No,
others.
the others had
yeah.
guns,
Yeah.
but these guys didn't have guns. That's why she was
But
like,
that's what
"Where'd you
he's
get the
saying.
gun?"
Like maybe they have had an interaction with those
The
people.
others?
Yeah.
The actual others. She's like, "Where'd you get the gun?" He
Other.
said- what did he say? She said something like, "He's."
How'd you get it on the plane?
Yeah, he's like, "Well, what do you care? I guess I got lucky." I was like,
Yeah, he's like, you just
Yeah.
found it on the Marshall? He's like,
I was with him. I was like, "Yo, shut up." He was a
I know.
crazy guy.
I know. I'm like,
who cares where I
Homegirl.
got the gun? High five.
you weren't here for the whole explanation. Ask questions later. We've already been through all this.
yeah.
Let's just escape.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is interesting that like her reaction wasn't positive to them being survivors. So I think that they've dealt with something that makes them not trust anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
You remember he did say something when he pulled her out.
He said, "What did you find out about them?"
He
And
said,
what else?
Yeah, he said, "Who are they?"
Yeah, who are they? And she was like, "They're from the flight," or something like that.
So she said,
She didn't respond. I don't
She didn't
think.
respond. Well, also she lied because she was like, I've been around all by myself, blah blah blah.
"Yeah,
So did they throw her in to trick them?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah."
Mm.
That was cunning.
That was smart.
And real quick, going back to the Hatch storyline. So Jack ended up pushing the button. He was like forced into it with Locke, kind of. What would your perspective be if you were sitting and seeing these two guys argue? Would you? I know, like, obviously you think Locke's stuff is pretty petty and kind of like, come on, Locke, just do it yourself if you really want to do it. But like, would you be inclined to keep pushing that button, or would you be inclined to just like let it run down after seeing that video?
You want to know the truth?
After the magnet kind of thing, like,
I would go bite it beach and like let the time run on and see what
you
happens.
go to the beach.
I would keep putting it in.
So you type it in. Then you
No,
have
I wouldn't.
100. Oh well, you type it in. You have 108 minutes
Yep.
to go to the beach, chillax, and whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
I would keep pressing it.
You would?
Yeah, because you know what the outcome of pressing it is. It's nothing.
And,
But you
okay.
don't know what happens if you don't press the button.
That's funny.
That's
You
insane.
know what I do?
That is
What
the
would you do,
definition
Zola?
of insanity.
I know, that's why it's a tough decision, but go ahead.
I would also do the same thing as Hassan. I don't think, because the thing is, I know what's gonna happen, right, when I do press it, and 108 minutes isn't a lot, right? So I just think, like, I think a part of me is just like,
I'm
why
stuck
not?
on this island.
Yeah, like, I'm
Okay,
just like, why not?
but
Fuck
it's
it,
not-
like, let's see.
But it's not just you guys.
That's true.
You
There's
have to
other
think
people.
about you're making the decision for everyone on the island, and I don't think I personally could make the decision for everyone. I would just be like, clearly it's been working all this time. I don't want to be the reason everyone dies, and so I would keep pressing it. Unless
Jack
what had
brings up
happened.
such a good point. It's
I
like
mean,
you're just
totally.
gonna trust this video.
Totally.
Tell you to keep pressing the button.
But
He was
yeah.
going crazy though.
But they
Angry
all
Jack is
know-
hilarious.
But they all know
Such
what
a good
happens.
point.
But it's
It's
so,
funny.
like,
But it is funny
hard.
though because Jack is complaining about their faith, but literally he has to have faith that nothing will happen.
Well, I think the thing is, it has to do with his
Here, sit back,
science, his
Hassan, a little bit.
scientist
Can you sit
side, because as a scientist,
Oh,
most
sit back.
scientists,
And
most
to the left, to the
scientists
left.
want to know how or what. You know, there's always some skepticism, right?
yeah.
So most scientists, like, what they already know is what they already know, and they want to know what they don't know. And that's what it is, like, as a scientist, right? What's going to happen, you know? And I think that has to do with his whole, like, man of science thing. Because, like, he knows what happens when you press it. And he wants to know what's going to happen when it doesn't. And he feels very frustrated with the only thing being known that, like,
But I feel like
nothing happens. You
but
know, he's
no,
like...
because I feel the opposite. I feel like if you know, that's not faith. Like, if you don't know, I feel like Jack doesn't realize it, but like by him being like, let's not press it, I know nothing's gonna happen.
That you're saying
That's
that's also
faith.
a leap of faith?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting point.
Because-
I've never really thought about it that way.
Because if, like, everyone knows what happens if you keep pressing it, because they've been doing it for years.
Well, that's true. I wouldn't say, like, I know nothing's gonna happen. I would just
Like,
not
he
press
was
it and
so
also
sure of it.
leave
Like, that's
the track.
faith, too. Jack doesn't actually know nothing's gonna happen.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
He
And
was being
so,
stubborn
I
a little
kind of
bit.
feel
he
like...
was.
I kind of
them
like
pressing-
to see what happens.
Yeah, I think so,
exactly.
too. But, like, I think it's funny that like, Locke's test of faith was getting him to press it. When in reality, wouldn't the faith test be not pressing it?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
trusting
It's
that
more of a
nothing would
leap of
happen?
faith of not pressing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Because
Because
like,
if you're pressing the button, you're just doing what you know is going to happen.
yeah. It's definitely more of a leap
Interesting.
of faith.
You hear
not
that,
to press
YouTubers?
it. Yeah.
It's more
I
of a
don't-
leap of faith to not press it.
Because if you press it, you just know what's happening.
So John is not really, but see, John's faith is
John's faith is in
the hatch, or
yes.
in his purpose of finding the hatch. I
John's
must
faith
do
is
whatever's
in
the
you
hatch.
have to do this. This is what happens. My faith is that this works.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but I would be
It
very
is weird.
curious to see what would happen. If
Me
we
as a
didn't press it.
like someone watching this show, it's like I really want to know.
I know, yeah.
But still, like if I was in that situation, I didn't answer for me.
But I was thinking
I would
about Jack.
probably press the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah,
over
because
and over again.
especially Jack thinking like
So it's me and
do
Audrey
no
versus.
harm. We're also Enneagram 2s.
No, I'm
We're
running
just-
to the
we
beach.
care about everyone on the island and what happens to them.
With a
Desmond
polo
seemed to
bar.
have a plan. What'd you say? Apollo?
Apollo.
Yeah, but that was
No,
Desmond's...
I would press it until I could take all of the food and resources out of there, and then once I've taken all of that stuff out of there, and we evacuate everyone far enough to a point where it's like we don't know, but maybe this will help, but maybe not. We'll see.
If the blast comes this far, we were screwed to begin with.
Exactly.
I feel like
exactly.
if I were on...
Someone was gonna slip up.
If I were alone on the island and it was just me making decisions for myself and I was bored and ready to go, I'd give it a whirl. But I feel like like everyone
Like I'm
else,
starving.
everyone else depending on it. I feel like Jack's in the place of like do no harm. He's a doctor. He's like I might as well press this button so that if I'm wrong.
I like how
Yeah, he's
Saeed.
probably like, oh god.
Saeed was kind of immediately on John's side. Like he was like, "This conversation is irrelevant. I'm pushing the."
He was like, I
Like-
have the yeah.
Like he was kind of like.
yeah, he did say that.
And
This is
he
irrelevant.
didn't. It's
Yeah.
so weird that he didn't question anything. He was just
No.
like, I see that there's a timer and I have to do this right now.
Yep, and then he was hoping that John would explain something to him later, but
Which is funny because
John doesn't know.
he hasn't trusted John for a while. Like since he found the hatch, he hasn't trusted John. So now it's like,
Well, I would say he didn't trust him up until maybe when they discovered the hatch and kind of opened it together,
yeah.
or
You think Saeed is gonna like investigate that place now?
I think they all
I
are.
would say that's a great prediction.
And what about Jack? Why doesn't he look at the vaccine that guy was taking?
I know,
Those
I thought
vials?
so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
like-
they didn't really explore the rest of the place.
Well, I think
Maybe.
they had a bit of a time crunch.
Yeah, they
So
did.
maybe they will now.
They're gonna have a consistent time crunch,
Especially
That's for
because
sure.
Jack has so many questions about Desmond. Well, I
Yeah.
want to know does Danielle know about this?
Well, she said last season that she has never seen that before.
Oh, right. But she did know about the magnets. How did she know about the magnets?
What do you mean the magnets?
Didn't she know about the power source? Is that not the same thing as the magnet?
What she said, because she captured Saeed, and he was
Yeah.
like, the batteries that you have are not enough to power your transmission for 16 years. And he
Right.
was like, she said the power comes from another source. Yeah, the power comes from somewhere else. Oh yeah,
They-
you did hear
they
it correctly.
control
Yeah.
it now.
And then he said they control it now.
Oh, so they is probably not Desmond.
Are they all
maybe.
part of a big science experiment?
Yes, it's all
Good
just.
question.
It's actually all just Hurley's dream.
Or
He's still in
Hurley's
the psych
little
ward.
like science experiment that he funded?
No, Hurley's still in the psych ward.
That'd be crazy. If it was all a dream. I would drop kick that TV if it was Hurley just in the psych
Just in the psych ward.
Yeah.
The big TV and a drop kick.
Oh,
Alright,
wow. That was a great discussion. Holy crap. You guys.
That was a lot. That was a lot of content.
I know it's a lot.
In
And
one
so
episode.
I just love how this show presents like a yes or no question that's so
Yeah.
complicated and so like
Dragged on.
Yeah.
not dragged on necessarily, but like it's like a yes or no question, like would you do this or would you not?
And then you have to
And-
sit
and
there
yet
and
you
think
really
about
have
Oh,
it.
you mean
You're
the
like,
scenarios it
Yeah.
presents?
The
Yeah.
scenario is kind of like what would you do kind of thing. But all right, we're tired. That was a lot of
So
content
tired.
with season 2. But man, we're already 3 episodes into season 2. How wonderful is
Wow.
that?
How many episodes is season 2?
24, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not finishing before Christmas. That's
Definitely not.
definitely not before 2021.
2021, here we come. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thank you. Special shout out to our patrons on Patreon.
Amazing.
And we will see you next time.
Saranghe.
Adios.